let's get into it. We're not going to be forming Bewm or Captain Flynt because there's nothing I really want, so I won't really take up. Did I just say really? I won't really take up too much of your time farming, so we've already got 2 legendaries. We're set for quite a while, but we will be going through Bewm just like all the other bosses we've done so far, and we'll continue to do in the future. So obviously there's 2 of them, and their crit spot is in their head, but it's quite difficult because they're armoured technically. Their weakness is fire, because they're bandits technically, and also a corrosive weapon because, like I said, they're armoured, so corrosive is better on armoured enemies. And then we have the bonus package, which is the legendary that they drop, and it's pretty much just a grenade that when it explodes it splits up into a bunch of different bits. Not only can it drop from Bewm, but later in the game you'll get to a stage where you get Torg vending machines, which you farm tokens for. We can explain all that later on, but anyway, there's a 16.7% chance to get the bonus package in there as well. So we'll get back to it and we'll fight the bosses. So let's defeat these guys. Not too bad. Yeah, as I said, we're pretty overpowered at this level with our loadout. Yeah, no legendary, but we didn't need it. Yeah, something I want to show you real quick, which is I've come here so many times I just didn't ever think to do it. But if you run back to the elevator, click the button to raise it up, there's actually a room with a red chest. So I've done this so many times and I have never seen anybody, bear in mind I haven't actually watched too many videos, but I've never seen anybody do this before. So, you know, if you're surprised right now, you're not the only one. If you're not surprised, then yeah, I think you're probably a little bit better in the game than me. Alright, on the cannon, let's go on. Cleared it. That's everything for this area. So there's 2 skips coming up, I believe. One that can take you pretty much from the start all the way up, and one that will take you midway, which is mainly used for the story. The one that takes you all the way up is mainly used for farming, I believe. But I think there is a quicker way to farm. It's just, yeah. You know what you want, it's just the information I'm giving you. Okay, so just run through here. And this is the first area for the skip. And what it is you can jump along onto the hut here and grenade jump up onto that little bit of ice. And what that does is pretty much takes you up to where you're meant to be. So yeah, I'll show you that. So I think you can actually just get onto this hut through normal means. Yeah, you can jump up on here, jump up onto the hut, and then onto this little top bit. And what you can be aiming for is that little bit of ice there. Oh, yeah, once you're on here, just be careful because it can knock you off. But yeah, so we're already on this little glacier here, and we'll open up the chest. Oh, there's nothing good. But as you can see, it takes us up to the elevator, which skips most of it. So if we just run along the back here, skipping out all of that. Oh, I guess you can't run up that. But yeah, we're not really in any need of XP, so we're just gonna skip that and show you the strategy. And these guys are actually invincible until you get towards Claptrap, so make sure to run in here, or else you'll never be able to kill them. Yeah, that's a lot quicker than running through everything fighting. There wasn't really any need, since we're already so high level. Oh, I am blind. I'm not using the map for some reason. I guess I just decided today I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, we're just rolling through the story at this point. Hopefully you guys have learned, you know, at least one new thing from watching me, or you just enjoy watching the content. I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, I really appreciate anyone who's been watching my episodes or is watching this one. And just while waiting for this, I will explain. You might have seen it before, but when Claptrap is on the elevator and he's at the top, sometimes he can get stuck, and that's because the game was was originally made for console, and that means that it was running at 30 FPS. And if you ever get stuck at the top, then if you go into your settings here, options, I think video, frame rate, if you turn that down to 30 FPS, then Claptrap will be unstuck. So yeah, just useful if you ever need that instead of restarting the entire thing. I'm actually going to show you how to pretty much skip all of this. We're already super high level, so we don't need to do it. So all you need to do is jump onto these crates here, jump up to the arrow, make your way along the metal beam. Then I'm going to aim for this side here where the chain is, then carefully jump onto the chain. You can't hit your head on that there. Jump over the ice, jump onto the beam, and there you go. You've skipped all of that, and it just makes your life a lot easier. And luckily Claptrap didn't get stuck. But what's going on here? That's the first time I've seen this. I didn't know that an enemy could get onto this part. Okay, so he does get angry when I jump on his head. That's unfortunate. Okay, so just while we're here, I'll quickly show you another little thing. We won't actually do it 'cause I'm not going to show you every vault symbol. But basically, if you jump over to this flat section here, you can parkour over the metal, and over that side there's a hidden chest and also a vault symbol. But yeah, like I said, we're not going to cover all vault symbols because that would take way too long, but just while we're in the vicinity, we may as well. Alright, so coming up to Captain Flynt here. Restock on the ammo, running pretty low. Just spam click everything, that's what you do, isn't it? And yeah, we'll probably kill him pretty quickly. Shouldn't be any trouble. If you're low level, Captain Flynt can kind of be hard, but yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. There's a trick you can do where you can kind of stun him and get him stuck by the door, and you can kill him super easily. I don't really know that, but if you want to look into it, if you want to speedrun him, then there's some information for you. But now we're going to hop into the boss for this time, Captain Flynt. Going to be doing the same as we do all the time, so we're going to create a card and run through it. So his resistance is fire, not the weakness like I've gone through the other times, but resistance. His crit spot is in the head, like most humanoid kind of characters in this game, and his HP is going to be 2120, so it's a lot more than everything we've fought up to this point. He's a main boss, but that's how the game works. I'm sure you already know that. They'll scale over time, and the legendary for this time is the Thunderball Fists. And what this is it's a pistol where it's always going to be shock. There's no point farming for any different element, it's always going to be shock. And this is kind of debated, but my favourite prefix is binary, which is like the twin. You kind of feel more powerful shooting 2 projectiles instead of 1. But it's debated, it can be like any kind of prefix you want realistically for this gun. But yeah, that's my personal one that I would go for and try and farm. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the updated design, and yeah, let's get back into the fight. And yeah, he has a lot of HP, but for us it's not the most difficult thing ever. Just keep shooting him, just keep shooting him. And there we go. Just before it falls off the edge, just in case. We did get dropped the unique weapon, the Flynt tinderbox, which will, so far as I know, drop 100% of the time. And it's actually a really good pistol if you haven't farmed any legendaries. So I hope that, that you've learned something at least during this little section here. I was really looking forward to doing this, just because I kind of think some of the skips and like the hidden chests, Bewm and everything are actually really quite interesting. I miss them on my own playthroughs, so hopefully you can learn something there. But I think we're going to stop it here, just before getting to Sanctuary. I'm actually really proud of how this one's turned out. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.